Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Snakezilla here again. What I'm going to try and do is chat and get to number one snake. I'm not very good at multitasking, so this might not work, and I may have to go silent every now and again just to make sure that I'm not having any unforced errors or more unforced errors than I need to. Oh god, that was handy. What I didn't finish talking about last time, because I killed myself and unwittingly proved a point, I was talking about the default mode network in the brain. I'm not a neuroscientist, but this is just something I heard about where I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I might get a lot of my language here incorrect, but the way I understand it is that the default mode network in the brain is responsible for behaviours when you are kind of in this relaxed state of quiet focus. You're not really thinking about anything in particular, you're just kind of cruising along. And yeah, I think the last game I played here, I accumulated about 2,500 points, which isn't much, but what I was kind of doing was I wasn't playing deliberately. So the point I was making, I think, was that my brain was probably using the default mode network to operate, and yeah, I was kind of, it's kind of like you're not really conscious of what you're doing. I wasn't really like, mindfully playing the game. God dear, 3 points. Yeah, so yeah, I wasn't really mindfully playing the game. I was talking actually, and the my gameplay was kind of taking care of itself because I wasn't really paying attention. And then I think as soon as I did start to kind of concentrate, which I think that uses, oh god, I can't remember what it's called. There's a different neural pathway which your brain uses. The TPM or something? I'll have to look it up. But it's more of a focused state. So as soon as I focused a bit more on what I was doing, I fucked it up, and I ended up killing myself. I suppose there's a one thought I had with that is that quite often invention is, I think, created when people are in that kind of default mode network state. They're kind of doing things, there's a more creative timbre to their thought processes. They're not really focusing on what they're doing. But yeah, amazing things happen when people are not fully focused. There's kind of this instinctive internal way of doing things. And maybe throughout human history, the mother of all great inventions, I'm riffing here, I'm completely making this up, the mother of all inventions is the default mode network. People with really good creative juices, when they're in this kind of almost trance-like state, their brains come up with exceptionally good ideas that us mere mortals can only dream about. I think this is the case in probably science. So people like, say Einstein, for example. Now, I don't know that much about Einstein, I mean as a person, but some of the things he came up with, so relativity, absolutely incredible, radical ideas that really kind of blew Newton's ideas out of the water. I mean, that's not normal thinking. What must he have been up to come up with those ideas on relativity? Obviously, they're not just ideas which are just unproven. These are ideas that are well understood and well proven. But where's your starting point? Where's your starting point for things that no one knows about? No one's ever kind of come up with these ideas. I reckon people with a sort of really creative mind. I suppose he must have had a quite a strong logic side to his brain as well. As I understand it, he wasn't the world's best mathematician. He kind of outsourced that to other individuals. But I mean, in comparison to you or I or most normal people, he was top of the class and would have been a standout student in most mathematics departments. But in the discipline of at that level of theoretical physics, he was, I think, by his standards, probably not an exceptional mathematician. Anyway, I'm waffling again. This is not really relevant to this game. And hey, look, my brain's just been in that default mode network for the last nearly 5,000 points. So now I'll try and concentrate and build some points, and I'll probably crash. I don't know what that says about my brain, that whenever I focus on things, I tend to crash more. But actually, I think when I am chatting, I tend to just become a bit opportunistic in this game. So not really chasing after snakes, more following the trails. And that was opportunistic. Yeah, following the trails is a good way of building points. It's not very quick. Look at this. You're going to kill me, huh? This is a bit jittery. Maybe get in the middle whenever there's a congestion of snakes. Is that just a browser thing? What browser am I using? I think this is Firefox. It doesn't like lots of snakes. Yes, it's a bit jittery. Oh, I'm going to wrap you too. Where are we now? Number 14. 14th. See if we can get into the top 10. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to do that. Just commit suicide. I think that's sometimes a fair thing to do when you know you're doomed and you've been looped. Yeah. Although the other day it happened to me, but I think I was number 2 snake and I got looped, and I thought I'll hang out to see if someone comes and saves me and loops the looper. And I often find with this game one behaviour that I've given it a name that can win you points is disruption. So it's actually not kind of going after a large snake, but it's disrupting their gameplay. So if you disrupt the way a large snake is, say if you've got a snake that's doing what I'm doing now, just looping around in circles, that's kind of what they would normally do on with no other snakes around. But if you try and surround that snake, if you make yourself present, make yourself known, I reckon you can get into the heads of other players by just disrupting what they're doing, and you can force them into mistakes. So obviously snakes have to be pretty inattentive to fall into, say, a trap like this guy is trying to do to me. But what he is doing, he's sort of disrupting my behaviour here. And I know we keep talking about this, but again, this game is to be... Can we get his tail? No, we can't. He's not that dumb. He or she. If you can hear background noise, by the way, there's a dishwasher on behind me. I probably should have waited until that was finished. So sorry about that. But yeah. Hopefully you should be able to hear me. Where are we? Okay, top 10 now. Number 9. Good, good, good. Come on. Right, so who's number 1? Apex modulus player. Okay, okay, okay. So, 40,000, that's quite a big kind of step up from where I am at the moment. Right, let's try and build some points up then. I don't want to go too far in too soon. In fact, this is quite reckless of me, charging into the middle. Yeah, let's see, right. Whoa. Come on. Oh, fudge. Eos. What is Eos? I'm guessing you always see these Eos snakes. Tell me in the comments if you know. What is that? Is that University of something? I think some of these snakes, they play, I was going to say with each other. That sounds a bit inappropriate, but they sort of form teams and try and gang up, I think. Which, yeah, I guess there's nothing in the rulebook to say you can't do that. Again, more symbolism of life itself. People in groups can achieve more together than individuals. Isn't that just life? Oh. Yeah. I nearly put myself in a bit of a pickle there. I ran out of board. Oh. What are you doing? Oh, God. What a big one to kill themselves. The larger you get, the more patient you have to become. Oh, look at that. That was a bit silly. But thank you. Donations welcome. Right. Okay, it's lifted me up to 8. Let's seek out some slightly larger snakeage. I mean, look, some of these snakes now are huge. There's a very big snake at the top there. Let's see if I can have a look. Well, look at the size of that. What's your name, buddy? Who are you? Who are you? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to reach number 1 by just picking up a trail, am I? It really does require a big kill for you to grow when there's 40 and 50,000 on the board. Wow. Jeez, I've got to be careful here. I end up killing myself. Okay. Yeah. Turning into a bit of a coward here. I need to be a bit careful. Try and cup in a big C shape. Okay, so that snake's name is called Helping Apex. So they must be, I don't know, maybe they know each other, or... Oh, God damn it. Yeah, he's on to me, that's not going to work. That is not going to work. I guess I've got a feeling I'm going to get killed in a minute, but you never know. Come on, man. Right, I need a different plan. So we're not going anywhere here. Okay, Done.